any questions or anything that's coming up in calls, or somebody, maybe a seller mentioned something and you weren't sure what it was, we'll just open up with that.
Any questions at all? Nothing.
I mean, I had a question,
No, I'm encouraging the group. Just don't be shy with your questions.
We got shot here, so.
What's up, guys? No questions from today? Nothing interesting? Everything's running smoothly? Okay.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Good to see. So, all right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started. Tonight, what we're going to be talking about is a topic that Shad brought up recently that I think would be a good refresher for both like cold callers and also even like lead managers and myself. So we're going to go over good note taking and what that looks like and give you guys some examples and some good best practices on how to do that so you can upgrade your notes and they can start looking better. That way you guys don't continuously get like docked on that or get the same coaching feedback. So I'm going to give you guys an example. We're going to go over this. Make sure. Okay. All right. All right. So for any of you guys who don't know, this is what the CRM looks like, right? So when I come in here, right, I don't have anything in here, but I come in here, I open the lead card. I get to see the property address, seller phone number, picture of the property if they have one. I go down. All of this is stuff that lead managers or myself fill in terms of categories. But the most important two sections that I'm going to bring to your guys' attention is the call center tab, which is right here, and the QA tab, which is right below it in the same tab. So when we open the call center tab right here, this will usually have your guys' name. So we can see that, hey, this was Timmy's lead. We can see what campaign it came from, but what's most important is the notes. So I didn't edit the notes at all. And if you guys see here, this is what we got here. So obviously this was pushed as an interested lead, but we have no information at all. So we're really, flying into it blind when you guys already put in a lot of effort trying to get the 4 pillars, get the price out of these sellers and actually get an interested lead. I know most of them are hangups. So, all right, cold call notes here. That's fine. QA, typically they're the ones who listen back to your guys' calls and they give us more detailed notes of some of the stuff you guys miss because it is hard to get every little minor detail in a call. So on this one in particular, normally we'll see the QA agent's name here. I deleted it just for this example, but this was the QA notes and this was all we got. And then typically down here, we get some more information. And these are like the little parts that Shad mentions that, hey, fill these out, like the little motivation section, time frame, condition. If you guys miss it, QA is like that second line of defense. And usually they're supposed to get that information and then provide like feedback. So on this particular lead, it wasn't done, on either side. So it's like, okay, so far this looks like all right, the money. We don't know anything about condition, time frames very vague, asking price. So when something like this gets passed up to lead managers, and if you want me to I'll just be real with you guys. They talk to me. And when they see stuff like this, they're like, man, Allie, I don't want to call that. Look at this. The money? Like, really? Is this even worth my time to give this a call? So if you guys want like your leads called, it's best to give us as detailed notes as possible so we know what we're walking into. So so that's the example I'm going to give you guys, but we're going to figure this out together on how you guys can make better structured notes as well. because even when some of you guys put notes in, it's a little jumbled all over the place. So let's go over some different tips that you guys can do that I've done as I've cold called, as I've done lead manager work, and as I do acquisitions. So, boom, boom, boom. Let me get you guys a new tab. Share this. Cool. All right. So, pop quiz. Everybody, let's participate. What information do you have to get on a call? Give me the name of the category.
Condition, time frame, motivation, price.
I can't type that fast. Condition, time frame. Time frame, motivation, price. What else?
Additional notes.
Okay. What else?
Remember,
You said what?
I can't remember anything else.
Okay. Well, this is a team sport. Where's everybody else at? Come on, talk to me, guys. What else do you? QA is grading you guys on this stuff, and it's all in the script what they're expecting you to ask, and this is their coaching opportunities. So, what other questions should you guys be asking?
Amount of bedrooms and bathrooms.
Okay. That's going to fall under condition.
Mhm.
All right. Anybody else?
There's a couple in the chat.
In the chat, yep.
Oh, I'm not. You guys got to talk. I'm not good at multitasking.
So vacancy, occupancy,
All right.
decision maker.
For condition, I would also assume
I
that
can't
like
type. I can't
ladies
type
from
that
model.
fast.
So
Occupancy. That's the last one I got.
Decision maker.
I probably spelled that wrong. Don't judge me. All right.
I'm the last person to judge. I need help with notes, something awful. But this is great.
If I didn't have spell check, man, people would.
That is my best friend. I wish they had it when I was in high school.
Man.
If they have any other properties.
Okay. Properties. I know how to spell this word. All right. What else?
Best called back time.
All right.
Let's see
What
what
else?
else.
Vacancy, motivation. Email, not really. Wiggle room, okay. Man, Brandy knows it. Brandy, if I didn't know any better, I think you made calls. Jeez. Wiggle room.
I did in the past.
Okay. Mortgage / back taxes. If there's not on the lead. Okay, anything else? I think we're missing a big one. Okay, Brandy. All right, Brandy, you can't play anymore, right? You're done. Terms. Number. Yep, that falls into
one living
price.
on the property.
That's going to go into occupancy. So this could be vacant, owner occupied, tenant, squatter. That's all going to go into occupancy. So great job. Yes. Reason for valuation. Is that something you guys get graded on? Valuation. All right. Are we missing anything else? I don't think so, but Brandy, please tell me if I'm wrong.
Checking.
Oh, you're using the paper. I thought this was off your memory. All right.
No, I mean like I'm checking to see if there's something missing.
Okay.
Um,
Additional notes. Storytelling. What do you mean, Jose? Yep, loose threads. That's going to fall under motivation. Yep,
Only
funnies,
thing
loose
I could
threads.
see is like reason for selling.
Yep, that's going to fall under motivation. This is your biggest category, most important right here. All right, I think this is it. Like if we're missing something, I probably don't get it myself. So how about the market? No, I mean, I think this is pretty much like the basics of what you guys get graded on. This is your criteria, right? Right, bath count, did they ask on a scale of 1 to 10, right? So, boom, 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 boom. Perfect. Oh, the seller name is spoken to the phone. Let's call back. Address complete. Okay, yeah, complete address, but usually you'll know, and you know who you're speaking with, confirming who you're talking to. But these are the main ones. So this is what you guys have to get. And what I would do is just like you guys see this on a sticky note, or you can use like Notepad. It comes installed on every computer. Copy, write down all the criteria you need to get on each call, put it on a sticky note, or put it on likes me about so many things about pulling the property up on Zillow. So having this is something I would utilize just to make it easier for you guys. And then also, I know a lot of you are trying to move up. We have so many different opportunities for you guys to go to different departments. And if you want to do that, you know, I think doing your notes like this and having something more organized, it's really going to set you apart. Because QA looks at this stuff, HR looks at this stuff, and when it, you know, when those people are saying like, whoa, this person's really good, that goes up to Shad, right? So that's a quick little section on notes. Anybody have anything to add?
I'll just say that's an effective format for me. I literally have a Word document that's on my desktop that I have. That same exact thing. When we went through this before, I just copied and pasted that, so I ended up calls or handoffs. So it works well for me. That format makes sure you hit it all. So simple is better. The simpler things are, the better. This works.
Fantastic.
I was curious, Landra, on, you know, when you're filling in some of these blanks, is there any good shorthand to use to make it a little bit more quicker? You know, like, so for example,
Mhm.
when you're putting in other properties or something, shorthand terminology you can use to make it just, well, you're not sitting there typing a long phrase out about something. Is there things that you can think of to make the process a little bit faster, like on motivation for sure?
Yeah. So especially with like cold call, what we're looking for you guys to do is get that overarching motivation. So downsize, inherited, divorce, foreclosure, probate, tired landlord. And then we're looking for you guys to dig one layer deeper. So for example, I don't write out full sentences when I'm typing, or I don't try to do a full story. Like I'll show you guys an example of my notes. And a lot of times I do it after because I do shorthand a lot, and that doesn't make sense to a lot of people. So for example, you know, I would do, you know, downsize because, you know, like house too big, tired of stairs, right? It doesn't have to be like super concise. It doesn't, like, this isn't a full complete sentence. Downsize because house too big, tired of stairs. But I know what that means. Hey, they're looking to downsize because the house is too big for them. At this point, they're up in age and the stairs are becoming a huge problem. That's how it should be typed out. But if I'm doing like a call, this is what my notes are going to look like. And sometimes I actually, I'm a little weirdo, but this is a digital erase board. And sometimes I doodle as well. Like if they tell me they want with an arrow, but that's just because I can erase stuff and I'm not typing.
Can I get a visual on this?
I mean, you saw my notes today. You saw my shorthand. So what my notes look like when I listen to calls. That's what my notes look like as well. So
I just wanted to see if you know, what kind of stick figures you draw in houses.
oh, it's like the simplest. Yeah, it's awful. But I mean, that's shorthand. Like price, 100K. I'm moving on. Occupancy, owner, decision maker, wife, right? Other properties, yes. And then for other properties, you got to get that address, right? 123 Main Street. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, with the shorthand for motivation is really where it's going to come into play. So, I mean, does that help? I know it's kind of vague. It's hard for me to explain.
It helps. It
Okay, awesome. As long as it helps one person. Yes, TJ.
That reminds me of when you help one person, the story of a little boy and an old man. They're walking down the beach, and there's all these one of those starfish on the beach, and the little boy keeps throwing them in there, but there's thousands. And the old man goes, "Son, you're not going to really make a difference. There's so many." And he throws one in the water, and the little boy goes, "I made a difference for that one." And so even if you just do one, you're still making a difference, Alandra. You made a difference.
Yes. All right. No, but yeah, I mean, this doesn't need to be a whole prolonged thing if you guys don't have any questions, but yeah, I mean, honestly, I think we should start seeing some better notes. Shad brought it up. Now I'm coming and giving you guys like a practical step of how to do this. So you can do it if you'd like. But as your peers start utilizing this and doing this, and you become the outlier who's not doing it, you're going to stand out. So if that's all we got, TJ, I think we can switch topics for a little bit to that other topic.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, you want to head it off, buddy?
Are we talking about number one?
Yes.
Okay. So the other topic we were talking about was on motivation. Usually, we ask the first question, what had you think about selling? Why you want to sell this property? We want to be able to get to that next layer deep. And so that's when we ask what we call a problem question. And so that's usually going to be using the verbiage of let me pull it up. Let me pull up some verbiage for it. But it's usually like, what's your biggest obstacle with that? So for example, say Graham tells me that the house is too big. Well, what's your biggest concern about the house being big? Well, Graham might say it's because of my, cleaning it. Okay. So you want to get a smaller house because it's tough to clean. Is there anything else you having issues with because it's a big house? That's getting that next layer of that motivation that really digs down on why is it big? Why is that an issue for you? Kind of thing. Not just it's big, but why is it big? And so using the right verbiage can get you that next layer deep in the motivation and just make it very conversational. And then you can move on to the next thing. Let me get that pulled up real quick. Some of the verbiage that works on those problem questions. Cody, do you have that by hand nearby?
Is that the one that you sent me?
Yeah, just the concern, the obstacle, the hurdle. There's about 5 or 6 of the words. I can get it pulled up. It's just gonna take me a moment.
Let's see here.
I just thought you might have it nearby.
I'm looking.
Let's see here. All right, here we go. So here's some of the verbiage on problem questions. So whatever the question might be, like for example, if they tell you, like I said, big house, then you go, okay, what about the house is the biggest challenge for you? What's the biggest concern you have with this house being big? And you can use that verbiage anyway, but that gets that next layer deep. That's going to help us on the back end when we're going through price and everything. That motivation is going to really help us when we're trying to close a deal. So that's why motivation is so important, because that's going to be their main factor why they're wanting to sell, and we have to help them remember that when we're talking numbers and everything else. Any questions about that? Y'all want to do some role play where you can kind of see them in action? What's y'all's thoughts?
I think we definitely do some role play, so the person will ask, okay, so what has you thinking about selling? The seller will do an overarching motivation, and then that person should follow up with one of these questions from this list, just to kind of get that muscle going and get used to doing something like that. So I think we just call them out. They're kind of quiet tonight.
All right, Juan.
Push 'em out the boat.
One real quick before we get started, before we pull some of that, you want to do a quick role play, you and I, TJ, on the kind of how it should go, to give it a little example?
Sure. Which one you want to be today, Cody?
I'll be a tired landlord.
Okay.
Or a seller or a buyer, you mean?
That's what I meant, but that's fine.
Yeah, I'll take what it's your go ahead, brother, whichever one you want.
Yeah, I'll just I'll be the buyer.
Okay.
So Cody, what exactly has you thinking about selling?
I don't know. I'm just sort of tired of being a landlord.
So being a tired landlord, what's the biggest challenge you're having with that?
Well, you know, the tenants sometimes they mess the place up and they don't pay on time.
They don't pay on time and they've been messing up the property? Oh my goodness. I could see where that could be some challenging. So what have you done to try to resolve that?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is I had some people that messed the place up. I had to get it fixed again, and then the new people that I had after I got it fixed, they didn't pay, and I had to get evict them and all that stuff. So now I'm left with putting new tenants in here again, and I just don't want those problems again.
Hmm,
So that's pretty much it. I don't want.
perfect. Perfect. Cody, good job. Good job. So that's about what we're trying to get here, guys. Is they gave us a good amount of motivation to work with, and then you can roll on to whatever questions you haven't acquired on that checklist on your notes, kind of thing. So let's
And
the
then
one
before
the,
we hop into the role play, just two quick, I'll do it really quick. I'll get out of your way. All right. So of course you guys have these questions that are in the chat, but another really powerful thing is mirroring, right? So if somebody says tired landlord, you can repeat it back in the form of a question, which is mirroring tired landlord. And usually people just naturally talk more about it. Or, if they say tired, you mirror them and say, oh, tired landlord. And they're like, yeah, I'm tired and I'm a landlord. You can always say, okay, well, I mean, when you say you're a tired landlord, can you help me understand what do you mean? And then usually they'll give you some more information as well. So you guys have this arsenal of questions in the chat, plus mirroring and asking for clarification, which is, when you say blank, what do you mean? So with that being said,
all right. So why don't we start? Did Juan jump out or is he still in here?
His forehead's still here, so that's all we need. The brain.
All right, Juan. We're gonna start with you, and you're gonna call Cody, and then after that, you'll be the seller. Okay, so
No,
Juan,
not really.
you're gonna call
Just gonna-
Cody, and all you're gonna do on this call
Uh-huh.
is we're jumping
Just
right into
asking,
motivation.
we're thinking, right. We'll get you thinking about selling.
Right. And then he's going to answer something. And then you try to use one of these problem question verbiage to get another layer deep.
Already.
And then after that, we're just going to roll into another question, something that's on your list, like with condition. And then we'll just go to the next person.
What do you
Sound
mean?
good?
So I used one of the questions here, one deep layer. Yeah, okay. And
Right.
then you want me to ask another question?
So you just go into something else that you need to get on the 4 pillars. So you're getting motivation, and then you're getting layer 2 deep in the motivation, and then move on to something else.
Yeah, sure. I'm not sure I'm following.
So
but
Juan,
let me
just
try.
think of it like this: when you ask what has us thinking about possibly selling, whatever answer I give, whatever answer anybody first gives, it's
Yeah, I keep yeah, here the problem question verbiage. Is that what you want me to do? And then jump to another question from the 4 pillars? Is that
well,
what it
hang on a
is?
second, Juan. So the point of this question is when you get a response from a seller, when you ask why they're possibly thinking about selling, it's surface level. It doesn't tell you anything. It's not their real motivation. So the point is to ask a question about what they said to lead you deeper into what their motivation actually is. So that's the point of this question. And then after you've satisfied that you've kind of gotten closer to what the motivation actually is, then you switch to another question that would get one of the 4 pillars, and that signifies the end of this drill, and we'll go on to another person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to do
So
thought it would sell. And it's, you know, that's why we bought our other one. Now we got 2 mortgages and I can't afford it.
Oh, to mortgages. I'm sorry, guys. This is where I'm getting lost. So I'm basically going down this questionnaire here. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then I have
How
to
much
jump to another thing.
does he have left on the mortgage?
So, I mean, hold on, brother. Juan, you did perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. I gave you a surface level question answer. You dove deeper into it. You did ask a double, triple question in there, you know. That's okay. It's not okay, but don't do that. Just ask. You did it perfectly. Like, you know, you said, what's your biggest challenge with the house? And that's okay. I would, you know, that's getting closer to what we're talking about. So I told you, first I said, I don't need the house anymore. What the hell does that mean? You don't need the house anymore. Like,
Right.
what does that mean? Who knows what that means? So then you're like, okay, what does that mean? So I already bought another house. Okay. Well, you knew you had this house when you bought the other house. So what does that mean? You know what I mean? So then I told you, we have 2 mortgages. I can't afford it. That makes sense, right? Perfect. So that was the end of that. And then you got my, you know, deeper into the motivation, more true motivation. You switch to one of the pillars, you know, just kind of keep the conversation going. And
So, yeah, Juan, on that, I would just, you know, just reverb it to whatever he said to you. So, for example, he said, I have 2 mortgages. Oh man, 2 mortgages. That gotta be tough. Well, let's see if we can help you sell this one. So let's get the rest of this information for you so I can get this over to my property specialist. And then you just go into the other 4 pillars and you just keep trucking. Does that make sense?
Okay.
You did good, man. You did good. All right. So Juan, now think of something you've heard lately on, you know, why someone want to sell. And Miguel's going to jump in and ask you. And he's going to go a layer too deep. Do you know, Miguel?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're the seller now. Yeah, we're just flipping. You get
Okay,
to play all
okay.
the roles today, Juan.
All right.
All right, whenever you're ready, Miguel.
Okay, so wait, so you want me to
Just what do
ask?
So
wait, I'm
first,
not
you're just
sure
gonna ask the
that-
motivation question. So what has you thinking about
Oh,
selling?
okay. All right, yeah, okay, gotcha. All right, yes. So what has got you thinking about selling at this time, Juan?
It's too big of a house for me right now. I'm looking to downsize. We're empty
Looking at
nesters now, and
downsize, okay.
yeah.
Okay, I completely understand that. I mean, were you looking to move somewhere else, or are you going to stick in the area?
Yeah, I would love to go to Florida.
Oh, nice. I like Florida. Nice weather. Definitely nice weather. Florida's, yeah, I love Florida myself. So, yeah, that would be a good thing. Well, we could definitely help you. You know, I mean, we can help you with the house. Definitely. I like to go ahead and have the property specialist dig in a little more and see, you know, if we can, you know, make an offer on that property that, you know, what do you have a price in mind?
Oh yeah, 380.
Okay.
Good
380.
job, Miguel.
Okay. Any wiggle
Good
room?
job.
Okay. All right.
All right, Miguel, don't close them yet. Just give him a second.
Oh, Gotta go to
good,
Florida.
good,
wanna go, I
good.
wanna
Give me
go,
those
I wanna
380.
go, I wanna go.
I'll be on my way, man.
All right. Now, next time, whoever's the seller, try not to give away the motivation just right away.
Right.
Juan was like,
I was thinking
too
about
big
that.
and
I'm like, well, what do you do?
downsizing.
I'm
You know, he
empty
just gave it
nesters,
some
and
motivation.
yeah, I was like,
You want to get him to go ask a couple questions.
right.
into it.
Sorry, guys.
No worries, man. It's all good. This is all for fun, man. Nick B, you ready to jump up?
Hi, everyone. It's my first time today, so yeah.
Okay. Nick, do you understand what we're
Yeah,
doing?
I've been in real estate though. I'm doing Florida market, which is a wholesaling company. So basically, when you guys talk about the
Cool.
notes and stuff earlier, I also wanted to like add my inputs because I think our role is just to pre-qualify the leads, right? And then we do have a specific acquisitions team that we do the follow-ups.
That's
Am I
correct.
right? Or we do the closing. Exactly. So, you know, what I can suggest is, I don't know if it works for you guys, but what we usually do is just to get all the 4 pillars, like the condition, timeline, motivation, and the asking price of a seller. And then
Oh, good, man. Nick, we always appreciate feedback. That's how we get better. So awesome. Yeah. So you're just gonna ask Miguel what he's thinking about selling. Miguel's gonna give you some kind of motivation, and you
Okay.
just go more layer deep for it, man.
Okay. Hi, Miguel. Yeah, before I think there's a little bit of
Nick, what have you thinking about selling this property?
yeah, I just want to sell it, man.
Any particular reason?
I just want to sell it.
Okay. So, wow. I mean, I just need to know a little bit about the property
I think
and just to gauge your interest on selling because we are serious buyers. I mean, we don't like to waste your time or
yeah,
waste.
exactly the point, because I've been receiving a lot of calls lately. I do apologize for that, Jose. Maybe you're just one of the scammers here. So, yeah, I just want to sell because honestly, I just we got divorced. So basically, it's me and my wife has a lot right now on our
Okay.
plate. So, yeah.
Time.
Man,
Big time, man, big time. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why we got into an agreement here to sell it, and then it is what it is. So time to move on.
Mm.
Okay, time. All right. Let's see. We're gonna go to. Oh wait, do some feedback on that, or go to the next one?
I was just gonna say that was a challenging one. Nick was definitely holding back for sure.
Very dry.
It's a you'll get those. They won't give you anything, and you just keep on inching away. You might go to a different subject and come back to it, but you did the right thing. You just kind of touched on it till you find out what they're going on. But yeah, Nick was definitely keeping his cards close to his vest there for sure. All right, Cody, who you want to go on next?
We got Mr. Dominique is back. Let's do
Oh,
Mr.
he's
Dominique.
back.
thank you.
Yeah. So you'll be Dominique.
I've
You'll
been
be
here.
calling. You're gonna be calling Jose. Jose will be your seller.
Okay.
Dominique, you're the buyer. Jose, come off mute, brother.
Repeat that again.
Let's go. Let's go.
Dominique, you're gonna be calling Jose for this drill.
So we're doing
Okay.
you're gonna ask the motivation question, and then you're gonna try to get at least 1 or 2 layers deep in it. So pretty much you're gonna ask them why they're interested in selling. And if you look in the chat, there's verbiage that you can use to get to the next layer.
Yeah. Okay.
You got this.
Well, Jose. Jose,
Yes.
are you able to hear
Yeah.
me?
Who's this?
Jose, sounds like a great
I can hear
property.
you.
Why would you consider selling by?
I mean, if I got the right price, I would sell it. That's it.
Okay.
What's your offer?
And what would you consider the right price for that? Before I'm able to give you an offer, I need to get the condition of the property to give you an accurate offer.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
What do you want to?
what's the condition of the property? Have you done any repairs to
No.
the bathroom, kitchen within the past 5 years?
No, it's brand new. I bought it last year. I just want to sell it. If I got the right price, you know.
So basically, if you got the right price, you would be motivated to sell, but
I
no
wouldn't
other
sell it for a
reason other than
bargain.
that?
Yeah, man. You know, interest rates. You know, I have to buy something else if I sell this. So, you know, I mean, if you gave me a low ball, it just don't work for me.
Okay, so you said you're looking to sell and you're looking to purchase somewhere else. Is that correct?
Man, I have a low interest rate here. I mean, my payments, you know, are low enough.
Yeah, I was gonna call time,
Okay,
but
well,
Jose,
So it depends, you know. I want-
why you being the rough red tag seller? We're supposed to exercise. We're supposed to help each other. He said, "What's your offer? What company you work with? What's your phone number?" Like, all right, Jose.
But I'm trying to be a expired listing.
Okay,
I like a hard expired listing.
Okay, well,
so we're gonna.
I was going to say I was trying
you
to
say-
sell the property, but people.
Everybody here, listen, when we're doing these drills, you're supposed to help
low
out. This is
volume.
like sparring,
I was just
sparring. and
about to
boxing.
give the motivation.
Oh, I think I stepped on you, Jose. Look, when boxers spar, you go all out, but not all out. You know, you're not trying to hurt the other person that you're doing. So don't be a buddy screwer. You know what I mean? You guys we're all on the same team. So you have the idea of what these drills are. So let's not drill on another skill.
Yeah.
Drilling on right now, okay? I know it's easy to lapse into that because that's what we get all day. But let's be mindful of what we're trying to accomplish here, and you know, play the role. Everybody play the role right? So
That's right, Coach K. You tell him.
okay.
But you know, I am gonna give some critique to Dominique, right? So if a seller tells you, "I'm looking to sell for the right price," what's that next question you could ask that's still in line with motivation?
I was gonna go look for wiggle room. And then
Okay, that's a great
that's why I
question.
kind of like got stuck there
But there's
because
another
I
one.
was like, why would you sell it? Sound like a great property. That's why I was.
I feel like I'm lagging.
You're gonna have to help me out with that.
No, I can hear you fine. Elena.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
No,
so
it's
Dominique, that's a
actually
great
storming over here. I
question.
apologize. Though.
Chung, you got
The
it.
only thing I could think-
You win the prize.
The price. Okay, so the price is the only reason you're selling.
Or another way to ask that is, okay, besides the price, is there any other reason that moves you to sell? And they normally say, no, just the price. So then you can say, well, if you can get the price you want, I mean, yeah, like, because I was.
You threw me off though, Jose. You went somewhere else. You was like you were moving to another
Being
property,
an
and then
expired
you
listing
saw
that I
another
haven't
interest.
All right.
So you was
Are
like,
they
like
both
that,
lagging?
exactly
Because
like
this is starting to get a little. Because
I
now
thought it was just my computer.
Yeah.
I thought I was lagging and they're
I'm
doing
about to
fine.
restart. It's one of you guys, and I'm about to just.
Yeah,
no,
and you're
it's
both
me. It's
lagging.
me. It's actually the storm right now. There's a storm.
It's both of you.
Oh,
You got me
boy.
thinking it's me. I'm about to reset my computer.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing going, man, is my computer messing up?
Okay. So we're gonna great job, guys. We're gonna move on because it's hard with the delays on both ends. But great job, Dominique and Jose. We'll save you
Thank
for
you.
role plays when we need a red seller. All
For
right.
sure.
I don't know who's next or where we stopped.
So do we want to keep, no offense to Dominique, but if he's lagging, it makes it difficult for people to role play with him. We might just grab two people different.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Anyone want to volunteer? Or do we just need to keep calling on people?
I'll volunteer.
I can go.
It can be the seller.
All right. I know Brandy likes being the seller. Go ahead, Brandy.
All right. Natasha, you're gonna call on Brandy.
Also, I'm the buyer.
Yes. So you're gonna ask Brandy, why is she
Mhm.
interested in selling?
Hey, Brandy,
Yes. Hello.
what made you consider selling?
I just need the money.
Just the money? Besides getting the right price, what made you consider selling?
Well, I just said that I just need the money.
Oh, I can understand that. But can you help me understand a little more why you would consider selling?
Well, I'll just move to another state, I'm tired of living in this area, so I just want to go somewhere else. And money is what matters to me.
I do understand. So let me ask you, what's your main concern?
Concerned about what?
About moving? What made you consider moving?
Oh, well, as I said, I don't want to live here anymore.
Okay, got you. I do understand. And what did you have a price in mind you would sell in its current condition?
Oh yeah, give me 1 million and you got it.
Okay.
Terms.
So we're gonna pause it. All right. We're gonna run this one back. All right. There was something really interesting in there. A key word. Brandy dropped it twice. What was that word? Unmute, type it. What was that word?
She wants to move. She wants to move. She don't want to be there anymore.
You don't want to
Okay.
be there anymore.
All right. What? And there was another keyword before that.
I love money. I love money. I love money.
Money's all I care.
All right. Another word. Right price. Neat. Okay. Coach K got it with the 3-pointer. She said, I need the money, right? So we learned this difference, right? Hey, I want $1 million, right? That doesn't mean I need it. It's not a desperation. When someone says I need something, like I need oxygen, that's like, oh, okay, so this is dire. And I'm sorry, Linnell, you got it as well. Linnell got it first, Cody. So sorry, taking that away. All right, but you guys got to listen for words like that as well. Like, I need to sell this. I have to sell it. I gotta get from under this. These are words that are signs of distress. So when somebody says, I just need the money, okay. When you say you need the money, what do you mean? Right? And that's how you can get deeper into that. So we're going to run it back. Brandy, you're going to be the same type of seller, same type of situation. And Natasha, just try that out, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
Hey, Brandy,
Yes.
what made you consider selling?
Well, I need the money.
Oh, you need the money. When you say you need the money, what do you mean?
Well, First of all, I don't like the area where I live in anymore. I just want to go to another city. Sorry, another state. So
Oh, I do understand. But is there any particular reason?
no, I just need the money.
Oh, I got you. I do understand. I don't know
Is that
if I should go any deeper.
are you there?
I'm here.
Yeah. So
So what's your main concern in leaving this area?
I don't like the area.
Okay, I do understand. When you say you don't like the area, what happened?
Well, I've been living here for 6 years, and my partner died like
Oh, I'm so sorry.
a few weeks ago. So I need to get out of here.
Wait, what is that? What is what is all right. Here, Brandy, great job, I guess. Natasha, that was it, right? When you need the money, what do you mean? Right? You missed it after she responded. She said, "Hey, I don't like the area." You missed it the first time, but when she did it the second time, you caught it and you're like, "Okay, what's wrong with the area?" That's exactly what you want to do. Right? Listen to you can ask your general question, but then listen to the response and say, okay, what question can I ask from, what they just said? And that's how you get there. So then you found out her husband died or somebody died in the property. That's tough. Like, who wants to live in a house with all those memories and all that pain? Not many people. So really good job there on that second go round.
Thank
Amazing.
you. Yeah.
All right, TJ.
Awesome. We probably have time for about one more. So does anyone want to volunteer? Or do we need to pick somebody? Kevin, I'm seeing you, my man.
I think Kevin wants to do it. I could see it in his face.
He has a gleam in his eyes for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna ask Natasha her motivation, and just like I said, listen to what it is and have another question to dig a little bit deeper on it.
All right. So Natasha, what has you thinking about possibly selling?
Natasha, you're muted.
I'm sorry. I just think it's time for me to sell.
Okay, and when you say it's time for you to sell, well, what do you mean exactly? Why
The
now?
market is good.
Okay. All righty. So you're looking into the market. You're trying to get market value for the property, or what?
Yeah, I'm trying to get as much as I can get.
All righty. All right, and besides, getting as much as you can possibly get, what else has you thinking about selling?
I need the money.
Okay. And when you say you need the money, what does that mean exactly? I'm sorry.
Okay. My sister needs to do a surgery and I need the money.
Oh God, I'm so sorry to hear that. And how soon when does she have to get the surgery done?
Maybe next month.
Next month. Oh God, so that means that you have to sell the property quickly.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And
That's time.
friends of mine.
Let's go, Kevin. That was great.
That was good. I liked your mirroring, man. You would repeat a
Oh.
little bit of what she said, and then you would, translate it, make sure you understood her properly, and then you'd ask another question. Good job, man.
Awesome.
And then, I mean, this is it, guys. Like, this is the foundation of what lead managers do when they dig deeper. They just keep going. They keep asking questions. You give them an answer, they just keep going. So this is the start of that process, right? But this is a really good start for you guys, and it should help you, get more of that.
You already showered? You did?
Oh no.
Not yet. I was planning to after the meeting, but anyway, can we mute? All right, but this is pretty much the start of like the lead manager digging deeper, right? It just goes layers and layers deep until you have a full understanding of this person's past, their present, their future, everything about them. So we can really figure out a solution that's going to work for them. Because we don't just want to, buy people's properties and make money off of it. We genuinely want to help people. There's so many people who, they tell me all the time, like, man, I really appreciate that you just listened to me. They're going through some really tough situations. And a lot of people that call them, they don't care. They're like, how much you want for it? Is there some wiggle room? No? All right, well, what I can do is I can give you this low ball offer. What do you think? Meanwhile, they miss the fact that why they want to sell. My husband of 50 years just died in this property and I can't take being here anymore. They miss all that stuff in their haste to try to make money. So we just take a different approach, actually caring about people, and it pays off. So that's all I got. TJ, you want to wrap it up and plug some stuff and
Cody's better at this than me. Cody, you have that link by chance? So, guys, if you're needing any type of scripts and things like that, Cody's going to put a link there for you to help get that information so you can get yourself better. We're always here if you need help in any way. Not used to signing off, so I'm trying to think of things to say. Shad, what am I missing?
No, you're doing a good job, bro. Good role plays tonight, guys. Just a quick reminder, when you're on the phones, if you run into a problem, a question, or a scenario that you're unfamiliar with, these trainings are for you guys. So note it down, flag it, send it up to the channels that you have in WhatsApp, and then we will pull those calls and calibrate them with you, or we'll role play or answer the question, right? So these trainings are for you guys to get better. The leaders in this room are working their butts off to bring as much value to you guys and shorten your learning curve as much as possible. Okay, so when they're asking for who wants to role play and what questions you guys have, they're here for you. I guarantee you they have better stuff to do than just to be in here, all night, every night. Right? They're in here in an effort to make everybody else better. So please do yourself a favor and shorten your learning curve by doing those things. Write down your questions, flag your own calls, and when they're doing role plays, wherever you're getting stumped, wherever you're like, man, that was rough, write it down so that you can come in here and role play get better. It's going to shorten your learning curve. It's going to get you more leads, which will benefit you in many different ways. So yeah, good stuff. Great session tonight. I don't have anything else. TJ, Cody, Ali, Graham, thanks guys. Appreciate you guys. If there's no questions, we'll wrap up. We'll be back tomorrow night.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate